second legs we go for the first qualifying round for this season's money-spinning Champions League. Who's edging closer to the group stages and who's edging closer out of the competition? We'll take a look at that. More next. Folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today we're taking a look at the first qualifying round, second legs for this year's UEFA Champions League, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button, keep banging out all things Champions League related, World Cup related, Batman Rovers related. We've got it all here, boys, under one rooski. Of course, we're going to take a little look, of course, who's edging closer to those group stages, who's edging closer to the exit door, and get to that in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, guys. You know who you are. But anyway, girls and boys, let's get in the deep end now, shall we? Take a little look at how we all got on last time around, of course, with my pickaroos, and of course see who's edging closer, who's doing very well. Of course, let's get into the deep end. Of course, it is for fun at this stage, so let's get cracking then. Here we go then. These were the scores. These are the thing. Hopefully I got it right. Cluj, big win for them. No, I went with the 2-0 with Cluj. It was a 0-0 draw. So there was a lot of 0-0 draws in this in the first legs. Malmö, though, they knew where the back of the net is. 3-1 it was. In fact, yeah, 3-2 was the score line. Hang on a minute. Let me make sure I've got these the right way round. I'm a little bit dubious about that. I think Malmö were bigger winner. No, it was 3-2. It was 3-2. Meanwhile, Ludogorets Razgrad, of course, what happened with them? 2-0 win it was. I got that one bang on the nose. Of course I did. Ballkani picked up a draw. I got that one bang on the nose as well against Žalgiris. New Saints against Linfield. I went with a 2-1 win. It was a 1-0 win as well. Not too bad there for me. Lech Poznań with a big 1-0 win over Qarabağ. I won the 0-0 draws. Shamrock Rovers 3-0 winners was the final score there. 2-0 win for me. KF Shkupi with a big 3-0 win over Lincoln Red Imps. I went with a 0-0 draw on that one. I don't know why. Ferencvárosi with a 0-0 draw. Went with a 3-1 win. Got that one wrong. HJK Helsinki with a big 1-0 win over Rīgas. But a Glimt, big win, 3-0 win for them. I went with the 3-0, got that one bang on the nose. Dudelange with a big 1-0 win over Tirana. I went with the 2-1 win myself. Molstar, 0-0 draw against Sheriff, of course, who were good last season. I went with a 3-1 win for them. Maribor, gone with a 2-0 win for them. Sutjeska, I guess it was 0-0, it was. Final score there. Bratislava, 0-0, 3-2 for me. Of course, those were the games. Those were the first legs. Of course, now we're going to get into the second legs. And again, make sure you bang your subscribe, boys and girls. Keep you banging with all things Champions League related, Batman Rose related, World Football related. We got it all here, boys and girls. Under one rooski. So let's get in the deep end then. These are the second legs. Of course, we'll give you the aggregate scorelines at the end of it. But for the time being, where are the bloody games? Of course, let's get into it right here. So kicking it off with CFR Cluj. Of course, coming at you. Where are they from? CFR Cluj coming out of Romania, I believe, up against Pyunik, of course, coming out of wherever the heck that is, Armenia, of course. Let's get in the deep end on this one. Hopefully it'll be much more easier than the other games in the Conference League. Anyway, of course, these two sides have locked horns just the one time. Of course, Daniel Petrescu is the manager for CFR Cluj, taking place at the Dr. Constantine Radulescu Stadium on the 30th of July up against Pyunik Yerevan. Of course, they did play each other just the one time. We'll talk about that in a minute. Of course, Cluj, though, just one defeat past 6, 75% form up against the Pyunik side, 75% form for them heading into this. It was a 0-0 draw last time around. Of course, since that game, Cluj have played Sevski Osic in a final of a cup over in Romania. Meanwhile, Pyunik Yerevan with a 0-0 draw. That actually makes two draws, or two draws on the spin for them. Look at the odds of this one. 92 on is your Cluj. On this one, 92 is your 92 on is your Cluj. 92 is your draw. 81 is your long shot. This is the odds for this game and this game alone. I'm actually going to go with a cheeky 3-0 win for Cluj here. Comfortable win for them to see if they go through to the next stage. We'll take a look at it in a minute. Meanwhile, Viking Reykjavík up against Malmö, of course. Let's take a look at this one then, shall we? Malmö coming out of Sweden. Viking Reykjavík coming out of Iceland. Plays just the one time. And Malmö are the victors. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Reykjavík, though, just one defeat past 6. 83% form for them. Up against Malmö, just one defeat past 6. Also 83% form as well. 3-2 it was last round in Sweden. Of course, since that game, Viking Reykjavík have played Hibernians. They also picked up a 3-2 win for them. Malmö picked up a 3-0 win over Varbergs over in the Swedish top flight as well. Looking at the odds for this one then, shall we? What do we got going on here? Malmö. Where are you? Malmö, of course, 11-8 on for the Richie. 4-1 is your Viking Reykjavík, and 5-2 is your draw. Of course, we've got a bit of a soft spot for Malmö these days. 2-1 for me, for them, over Viking Reykjavík. FK Sutjeska up against PFC Ludogorets Razgrad. Let's take a look at this one then, shall we? Ludogorets Razgrad coming out of Bulgaria, Sutjeska coming out of Montenegro. Places just at one time, of course, matey boys here. Who are they? Sutjeska, of course, coming to this 25% form, just 1-6 for them. Up against Ludogorets Razgrad, just 1 defeat past 6, 75% form, of course. Last time around was a 2-0 win for Ludogorets Razgrad. They've since played, they've since played nobody. In fact, Ludogorets Razgrad have played their first game of the top flight over in Bulgaria as a 3-0 win over Semtefa Sofia, of course, where they were expected to win that game as well. The odds for this one, shall we? Ludogorets Razgrad coming at you 2-1 on for the victory. 5-1 is your Škupi, and 10-3 is your draw. I'm backing, of course, Ludogorets Razgrad with a 2-1 win on the road, which should be enough to get them through to the next stages. Next, of course, we have Žalgiris up against Ballkani. Where are you? Žalgiris, there we go, up against Ballkani. Žalgiris coming out of Lithuania. Ballkani coming out of Kosovo. Played just the one time it was a draw. We'll talk about that in a minute. Žalgiris, of course, unbeaten the last 5, 75% form up against Ballkani. Just 1 defeat past 5 for them, 58% form. Of course, 1-1 it was in Ballkani last time around. And since then, they've not played another team, of course, so they've been waiting for, of course, the second legs. And, of course, heading to 2017 on is your Žalgiris on this one. 10-3 is your Ballkani, and 12-5 is draw. I'm back at the home side as well with a 2-0 win for them to get through to the second qualifying stage. Meanwhile, it's Linfield up against the New Saints. Of course, bit of a British encounter on this one, taking place over in Linfield this time. So it's an overnight up against Wales, taking place on Wednesday, 30th of July. These two sides, of course, locked horns. Just the one time, of course, Linfield, though, 50% form for them. 1-2 lost and drawn 2. Coming into this, they're just 1-5 for them, 50% form. Up against the New Saints side, who come into this just 1 defeat past 6, 83% form. Of course, last time around there was a 1-0 win for New Saints. That was over in Wales. This time it is in Northern Ireland. Since that game, they've not played anybody else, so they've been waiting for, of course, the second legs. 5-4 is your Linfield on, so 11-5 is your draw, and 9-5 is your away win on this. I'm backing, of course, a cheeky 2-0 win for the host here, Linfield, to get themselves up and over the New Saints, not the band. Next, of course, Qarabağ up against Lech Poznań, of course. Let's take a look at this one then. Qarabağ up against Lech Poznań. Lech Poznań coming out of Poland. Qarabağ coming out of Azerbaijan. Played just the one time. Qarabağ, though, just 1 defeat past 6, 75% form. Up against the Lech Poznań side of 1-2 and actually 1-3, lost 3 of the last 6, 50% form. Of course, Lech Poznań picking up a 1-0 win last time over in Poland, over Qarabağ. Since that game, of course, Lech Poznań played in a final, a Super Cup final against Sutjeska. They lost that game, of course. They were looking forward to this game to get back to winning ways. Lech Poznań on this one then, shall we? What have we got going on? We got 7-2 is your Lech Poznań, 65 on is your Qarabağ, 11-12 is your draw. Could go either way, this one. Qarabağ are a big team. I've gone with a 3-2 win for them, but is it going to be enough for them to get over the line? Hibernians, not that one, but this one coming out of Malta up against Shamrock. Rovers coming out of Ireland, played each other just the one time. Of course, Hibernians have lost 3 in the bouts, 50% form for them up against the Shamrock Rovers side, who've picked up 5 wins on the bouts, 83% form for them heading into this game. Of course, 3-0 it was last round for Shamrock Rovers and Ireland. Of course, since that game, they've not played anybody else, so they're looking forward to this one as well. Hibernians 4-1 for the victory, 11-8 on is your Shamrock Rovers, and 5-2 is your draw on this one. Shamrock Rovers should be at least get enough with the over the 2 legs here. Going with the draw myself on this one. Next, of course, Lincoln Red Imps up against KF Shkupi, of course, Lincoln Red Imps coming out of Gibraltar, Shkupi coming out of Macedonia. They just the one time, of course, Lincoln Red Imps 1-5 of the last 6, 83% form up against the Shkupi side, who picked up just 1 defeat past 6, 58% form. Of course, 3-0 was for Shkupi last round over in Macedonia. This time, of course, taking place over in Gibraltar. Since then, no games have been had between either of the two sides. The odds for this one, 23-10 is your Lincoln on this one, 23-10 is draw, 6-5 is your away win here. Shkupi should be enough for this one. I've gone with the 1-0 win for Lincoln Red Imps. What am I thinking? What am I smoking? Who bloody knows? Ferencvárosi coming out of Hungary up against Tobyl Kostanyi. Of course, Ferencvárosi from Hungary. Tobyl coming out of Kosovo? Kazakhstan. Meanwhile, still played each other just the one time. Ferencvárosi coming to just 1 defeat past 6, 75% form. Tobyl coming into just 1 defeat past 6, 67% form. Of course, that 1 defeat was actually what was that last match? Was it was the opening game of the season in their top flight. They lost 6-1 to Taraz on this one. Ferencvárosi was a big 0-0 draw against Tobyl last time around. So it was a draw last time around, but this match will take place over in Ferencvárosi. Ferencvárosi 11-4 on for the victory, 3-1 draw, 30-2 is your away win here. Going to go with a cheeky 2-0 win for the hosts here to take it to the house. Rigas up against HJK Helsinki on this one. Rīgas. Top of the shops taking place on Tuesday, the 12th of July. That's right. Up against HJK. Coming out of Finland, Rīgas coming out of Latvia. Played each other 3 times in 2022 was for HJK, 1 for Rīgas, 0 draws. 58% for Rīgas. They've actually won 3 of the last 4. Meanwhile, HJK just committed on the back of just 1 win in the past 5. 42% form, of course. Last time played was a 1-0 win for HJK back on, of course, the 6th of July. And since that game, Rīgas have played Spartaks in the cup over in the top flight there. They won 4-0, but of course, committed on the back of that 1-0 loss. The odds for this one then, shall we? We have 5-4 is your host, 23-10 is draw, 11-5 is your Helsinki on this one. I'm going to go with the 1-1 draw. And again, it could be enough for HJK Helsinki to go through on this one. Next up, we have KF Klasovic against Glimt. Of course, Glimt coming out of Norway. Klasovic coming out of wherever the heck they're coming out of. Where are you, Glimt? Glimt. Of course, Klasovic coming out of San Marino. No, Faroe Islands. I'm all over the place. 75% form for Klasovic right now. Just 1 defeat past 6 up against Glimt. So just 1 defeat past 6 for them. 83% form. Of course, last time around was a 3-0 win over in Norway. Of course, this time around back over in the Faroe Islands. Of course, Glimt actually played Sarpsborg just a couple of days ago. So 4-1 win for them. Meanwhile, Klasovic have not played since that loss. Big odds for this one on this one. Where are we? Got Klasovic 4-1 for 23-13 on is your Glimt, and 14-5 is your draw. Back, of course, Glimt here. Of course, they've got a good manager, Knutsen. Can they keep it going for these bad boys? KF Terini up against F91 Dudelange. That's right, of course, Dudelange coming out of Luxembourg. Tirana coming out of Albania. Played each other just the 1 time. Tirana 3 defeats on the spin. 42% form up against the Dudelange side. Of course, picking up 5 wins in the last 6. 83% form. Of course, Dudelange coming out of Luxembourg with a big 1-0 win last time around in Luxembourg. This time around, though, over in Albania. Of course, both sides have not played anyone since this game. 5-4 on is your Tirana, 12-5 is your draw, and 50-4 is your Dudelange. It looks like the home side are favoured to win this game. Gone with a 1-0 loss for them. Dudelange with another win, and that should be enough to go through. The Sheriff, of course, with the surprise package last time around. Sheriff Tiraspol up against Zrinjski Mostar. Of course, Sheriff coming out of Andorra, Moldova, Mostar coming out of Bosnia. Of course, played just the 1 time. Sheriff Tiraspol unbeaten the last 6. In fact, they haven't lost the last 12 up against the Mostar side, who haven't lost in the last 25 games. 83% form apiece for both of these 2 sides. They did draw last time around, 0-0 it was, and both sides coming to this on the back of that game. No games since then. The odds to this one in a very, very tight game, 11-8 on is your Sheriff, 9-4 is draw, 10-3 is your Mostar on here. Going to go with a cheeky win for the Sheriff here, 2-1 win for them at home. You've got to back them in the end. Shakhtar Soligorsk coming out of Belarus up against Maribor coming out of Slovenia. Played just the 1 time, 58% form for Soligorsk. Of course, coming to this just 1 defeat past 5 up against the Maribor side, picking up 4 draws on the spin, just 1 defeat to the past 5, 6 games even, 50% form. It was a draw over in Maribor last time around. Maribor picked up they've not played anyone else since this game. What have we got going on? We got the odds, 13-8 is your Soligorsk, 2-1 draw. Maribor 6-4 for the W here. I'm going to go with a cheeky 2-1 win for Soligorsk here to take it to the house, and then wrap it up. It'll be Dynamo Batumi up against Slovan Bratislava. Of course, Bratislava coming out of Slovakia. Dynamo Batumi coming out of Georgia. Of course, plays just the 1 time. Batumi 83% form for them, unbeaten in the last 18 matches up against the Slovan Bratislava side. Just 1 defeat in the past 6, 50% form for them heading into this. It was a 0-0 draw last round over in Bratislava. Of course, both sides haven't played anyone else since this game. The odds for this one then, we have 6-4 for your host, 2-1 draw, 30-8 is your away side here. Going over the cheeky 2-2 draw. Well, what does that mean for the grand scheme of things? Well, here we go. Cluj will go through. 3-0 win for them on aggregate. Malmö 4-3 for them. They'll go through to the next stage. Ludogorets Razgrad, their home and host. 3-1 win for Žalgiris. Linfield are through. Saints are out. Penalties for Poznań. They'll go through. Hibernians crash it out. Shamrock Rovers are there. Linfield Imps are out. Shkupi go through. Ferencvárosi will do the honours here. Rīgas are out. Helsinki going through. Glimt 5-1 winners in the end. Dudelange go through as well. Sheriff will join them. Maribor as well are out. And then Slovan Bratislava with a mystery. I've gone with a 2-2 draw there. I don't know. I don't know what the other one was. Whatever, Trevor. You decide for yourselves. That is it. That's all I've got for you. Be sure to smash your subscribe, smash your thumbs up, smash the little bell, boys and girls. We'll be back, of course, for the second qualifying rounds, when, of course, they'll be back in about a week or so. But until then, boys and girls, that's it. Smash your subscribe, smash the thumbs up. Till then, boys, we're out.